Welcome to Move with Joy. In a world that often tells us to do more and to push harder, we're going to try something different. This is your invitation to begin again with the intention of finding joy in movement and exploring what feels good in your body, instead of always trying to get the perfect pose or the just right alignment, or feeling constantly frustrated when our body isn't where we want it to be or doing what we want it to do exactly. So today I encourage you to let go of shoulds and embrace what feels good. And let's begin in a seated position, any comfortable seated position. And take a moment to soften your eyes downward or close your eyes and feel your breath. Sense your breath moving through your body. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed if you like and begin to stretch. So you can really move in any way that feels good here. Stretch like you're waking up from the best nap ever. This is just a great way to bring movement that feels good into our body, to move intuitively for a moment. And then rest your hands back down on your lap and circle back through your shoulders, keeping the breath smooth. Circle your shoulders forward. And then bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears and squeeze. Take a breath in here as you squeeze. And then a slow breath out as your shoulders melt down from your ears. And then from here, come on over to hands and knees. You're welcome to support your knees with a blanket if you like, but we'll just be here for a moment. So shoulders stacked over your wrists, give or take, and then just begin to rock forward like we're shifting our hips forward and then back towards the heels. And do that a few times. You're welcome to have the toes tucked or untucked, whatever feels better to you. Maybe we even walk the hands forward a little bit, so as we shift back, we can get a really nice stretch down the sides of the body and the back. Okay, and the next time you come up to your tabletop, let's cross our arms. So you'll take the right hand across the left, or whichever you prefer. You can do the left on top of the right if you like. And then give yourself some space between the hands. And then on your inhale, bend the elbows, drop the belly, open the chest and gaze up. And then on your exhale, straighten the elbows and press away from the floor. Keep moving like that, our cat-cow with the arms crossed. You might notice this feels a little different sensations from our standard cat-cow. If it feels uncomfortable or strange in your body, maybe you sit with that sensation, or maybe we explore. We explore moving the hands a little more away from us. Maybe that feels better. You can explore moving the hands further apart or closer in. Just find a way to make this work for you. Maybe we cross lower at the wrists so it's less intense. And then wherever you are, let's take one more breath in here and a breath out, neutral spine. Take your hands back under your shoulders where they were and wag your tail. So gaze over the left shoulder towards your left hip and shorten the space between your shoulder and your hip. And then go side to side like that. This doesn't have to be a huge movement. Next time you come through center, walk your hands in closer to your knees. Now, you might want to stay here. I'd like you to tuck your toes now. And you might want to stay here with a little weight in your hands, or you can start to walk the hands in closer to you, sitting up taller, and maybe taking your hands on your thighs for toes pose. This can be a little intense on our feet, but it's a great stretch. But if this is too intense right now, bring a little weight into your upper body here. So fingertips back on the mat or palms. You can even rock in and out of it a little bit. Let's think of easing into this, right? There's no need to put ourselves through extreme pain. It's all about exploring sensations, differentiating sensations. Is this a good sensation in your body? If it is intense, how does sitting with it feel? Is that too much? Or can you sit with it and breathe through it? And for some of us, this, with really flexible feet, this doesn't bother you at all, and that's great too. Take one more full breath in here. Let it go with a sigh. And then hands back down on the mat in front of you. We'll pop up into a squat, plant the feet, and roll on up to stand. Once you're up, find your mountain pose. Stand tall, breathe low. And then let's travel up to the top of the mat. Again, feet about hip distance apart. Sweep your arms out and up as you inhale. Now hook the thumbs together, and on your next exhale, side bend over to the right. Okay, and then on your inhale, come back up through center, lift up tall. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center, maybe take a little back bend here if that feels good. Lift your heart, and on the exhale, simply release your arms down by your sides. Now tuck the chin, soften your knees, and leading with your head, start to roll down your spine. One vertebra at a time. Remember to keep those soft knees. And then you're hanging into a forward fold here. From here, we'll ground through the feet and roll right back up. Take your time. And then once you're up, squeeze the shoulders up to your ears. Take a breath in. And on your breath out, soften those shoulders down away from your ears. Okay, that's our flow. We're going to add on to inhale, sweep your arms out and up, hook the thumbs. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center, exploring a back bend, pressing the hips forward and lifting the heart. Exhale, release your arms down by your side. Bend your knees, tuck the chin, and start to roll on down into your forward fold. Letting everything hang heavy, no tension if you can help it. This is where we're going to add on a little bit, so you can put your fingertips down on the mat. And then come into a squat here. Now you don't have to come all the way down if your knees or hips don't like that. And then back up. So you can always explore just a light bend in the knees here and then pressing back up, or maybe you come all the way down. It's just a little squat like this. Okay, and back and forth, warming up not only the backs of the legs here, but also the knee joints. And the next time you come back into your fold, bring that soft bend in the knees back and roll up. We'll finish our sequence here. Draw your shoulders up to your ears as you rise. Take a big breath in and soften the ears down as you breathe out. Again, that entire sequence. Inhale, sweep your arms up, interlace your thumbs. Exhale, side bend to the right. Now that you know what we're doing, inhale back to center. Can you really enjoy this movement? Side bend to the left. You don't have to overthink it. Inhale, center, maybe a back bend. Exhale, arms down by your side. You can just enjoy the way the movement feels in your body. Tuck the chin, bend the knees, and roll on down. Especially if you repeat this sequence, do it several times, repeat this class and do it several times, become really familiar with it. You can really just let go of thinking and just move and feel back and forth with those squats. And the next time you come into your fold, ground through the feet, roll back up. Once you're up, squeeze the shoulders up to your ears, feel that tension, and then release that tension on your exhale. Okay, one more time to come down to the mat. Inhale, arms up, interlace your thumbs, lift up tall, exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center, exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale through center, optional back bend, and then exhale, arms down. Tuck the chin, bend the knees, and start to roll down your spine. This time, plant the palms in your squat and step back to hands and knees. Now we're going to do a little low lunging here. So if you like to support your knees with a knee pad or a blanket, go ahead and take the time to set that up now. I won't rush you, but step your right foot in between your hands. Now, if you've taken my classes for a while, you know that I encourage usage of props, especially in low lunge. Using blocks under our hands helps us keep our spine long rather than trying to reach for the floor and flex our spine, round our spine. But for today, I encourage you just to try it with fingertips on your fingertips and getting as much space as you can that way, because we're going to be kind of moving around the mat. It's going to be challenging to bring the blocks with you. Of course, you're welcome to try. Start to shift forward, rocking forward, opening up the back hip flexor, and then rock back, working on straightening that front leg. You don't have to straighten it all the way. Take your time exploring this, forward and back. This is also one of those movements that does not have to be perfect alignment, since the intention is really just to open up the lower body. So as long as you're moving, you're getting a little opening on the back of that right leg, you could explore sitting back a little closer to your heel or a little further up, drawing the toe towards your shin. Just things to explore and see how they feel. Maybe sitting a little deeper into your lunge. Okay, and the next time you come forward, we'll stay there in our low lunge. Plant the left palm, reach the right arm up to the sky, and twist your body to the right. Take a moment here, breathing through your torso. And then on your next exhale, the hand comes down to the mat. Now, this might be a little challenging for some of us that are working on our mobility, our lower body mobility. So just do what you can. This is good to work on. Tuck your back toe, lift your knee. I invite you to try to stay low as you simply walk your hands over to the other leg. So we're in a low lunge with the other leg, the left leg in front, and then drop your knee down, okay? If that did not work for you, which we all have different things going on in our body, you can come up a little higher and shift like this. You can even put a chair in front of your mat and use that for support. Don't let me rush you. Take your time with it because we're going to go back and forth, okay? But right now, let's settle into our first side, rocking forward. Our left side, rocking forward and back. Sometimes I like to connect my breath to this rocking movement. Inhale to rock forward. Exhale to come back. Another thing to play with is maybe not using any hands at all and just your lower body. So many ways we can switch this up, change it up. Okay, next time you come into your lunge, let's stay there. Plant through the right hand and reach the left arm up to the sky, twisting your torso to the left and breathing deep through the torso. On your next exhale, let's take that hand back down, tuck the back toe, lift your knee, stay low if you can, and start to travel over to the other side. Once you're there, maybe we drop the knee, plant the left palm, and twist the right. Breathe in. Breathe out, that hand comes back down. Stay low, lift that back knee, travel on over, drop the knee, plant the right palm, and twist to the left. Now, on this movement, we're just going to keep exploring this. So if you need to take a little more time than I'm taking, do it. Again, I don't want you to be in any kind of joint pain. But if it's just challenging because you're stiff or weak, I want you to just keep playing with it. You can use the chair. You can come up higher. And you can take your time getting up and down, okay? Let's do that just a few more rounds. Lower body mobility is so important. We don't want to lose that. And if we've lost a little of it, it is something we can get back with time if you stay consistent with your practice. Okay, wherever you are, go ahead and make your way to the center of the mat and straighten your legs with the toes forward. So your fingertips can be down on the floor in front of you under your shoulders. Maybe you toe heel your feet out a little wider if that feels good. And then take a moment to breathe here with this nice long spine, rooting through the outer edges of your feet. Now, moving with the breath. Inhale, bend the knees a little bit, open the chest, almost like you're coming into the cow of cat-cow. And then exhale, bend your elbows and release into a forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, straighten the arms, open the chest. Exhale, release into your forward fold. Good, keep moving like that. If you would like to put blocks under your hands here, if you think that would give you more freedom of movement, I definitely encourage that. That would be an excellent choice. Just gives you a little more space. Next time you straighten your arms, we'll stay there, toe heel the feet in about hip distance apart. Ground through your feet, and we'll roll up one last time to stand. Like we did before, bring your shoulders up to your ears and squeeze. Take a breath in and soften them down as you breathe out. Open your eyes and find your drishti. Find something to gaze at, something that's not moving. Bring your hands to your heart. Classic tree pose. So go ahead and lift up one leg, open the hip and plant the sole of the foot anywhere you like on your leg. Or maybe you take the ball of the foot down on the floor with the heel into the ankle. You're free to use a wall or a chair if you'd like. Good. Draw into the center line. Grow up your spine. And then maybe we grow our tree, reaching the arms up and then out. Now don't worry about alignment here today. Can you just feel this in your body? Feel it energetically. Feel the vibrations of energy, the circulation of energy and breath as you breathe. And then go ahead and release when you're ready. Foot down, hands in. Let's go right to the other side, opening the hip. drawing in to get the initial strength and engagement here. Breathing low. And then if you'd like to explore growing the tree, you can just reach up and out. And stay aware and in tune with just how this feels. If you're feeling lots of wobbles and it's hard to connect energetically, that's totally okay. Can you find the joy? Maybe there's an inner smile. Maybe it's a little playful as you wobble and try to find your center. Take one more breath in. Breath out. Everything down. And let's just take a moment to find stillness before we close today. Softening your eyes, feeling your breath, and feeling the effects of your practice today. And just a reminder that movement, yoga, is a gift we give ourselves and not a punishment. So acknowledge that. Acknowledge that you chose to carve this time out of your day to take care of your body, your mind, your spirit, and to explore finding joy in movement. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.